I started dancing as a 4-year-old. By the time I was 6, I had fallen absolutely in love with ballet. To be a good ballerina, you have to have discipline, you have to have dedication, you have to be willing to put aside everything else and put your art first. In some of the studios I danced with, I became close with a young girl named Amber Clark. Her technique was perfect, she was kind, she was sweet, and I learned, tragically, that Amber had been followed home from the gym by a man who broke into her house, and he sexually assaulted her and then killed her. Her mother came home soon after, killed her as well. It was one of those things that you just don't get over. This was someone who was like family. That's when I knew I would dedicate my life to helping victims of sexual assault and abuse.
In 2017, we went ahead and wrote a Me Too letter in politics, advocating for change. Within a week after having signed the letter, I got a message from our HR director. They asked me about my sexual assault. They let me know that the firm was going to be restructuring and that I was being let go. And just like that, I lost my job. I felt like just an utter failure. I was worried about the integrity of my name. I was going through severe anxiety. I was depressed. I needed help. I had contacted a colleague and she referred me over to Micah. He was able to calm me down, letting me know this situation doesn't define you. And one of my favorite things was that I just didn't feel like I was a time slot, but really taking that sidestep of how are we going to make sure that you're okay. I would absolutely recommend Liberty Law.
When you grow up as a ballerina, you learn that nothing comes before dance, nothing comes before your art. The same is true in a courtroom. Nothing is more important than making sure we are ready to go on the first day of trial. These men, women, and children who've been sexually assaulted and abused don't feel supported. They come to us having had some of the worst experiences of their life. Here at Liberty Law, we protect the abused and the rights of employees. We're here to tell your story.